Imagine this. You're living paycheck to paycheck. Your bills are piling up, your credit card balance is creeping higher, and by the time you get your next paycheck, it's already gone. You check your bank account and, yep, $27.42. Again. And someone on social media just bought a Tesla in cash. Look, I get it. You feel stuck, frustrated, maybe even hopeless. But here's the crazy part. You don't need a six-figure salary to become a millionaire. You just need to understand the math and the psychology that most people ignore. My name is Nate, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money works, why people make dumb financial mistakes, and how smart people quietly build wealth, even when they're not making $100K a year. If you're someone who's living on a low income, feeling like becoming rich is impossible, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how someone on a modest income can become a millionaire, step by step, with the math, the psychology, and the real-world strategies that most financial gurus will never tell you. Here's the thing. Most people think, I can't be rich because I don't make enough money. And that's just not true. Look, the average millionaire in the US doesn't make $1 million a year. According to Fidelity Investments, the average American millionaire has a net worth of $1.06 million, and most of them earn their wealth on salaries under $100K. Yeah, you heard that right. Normal jobs, regular paychecks. Here's what most people don't realize. It's not about how much you make, it's about what you do with what you have. That's where the math gets really interesting. Let's get concrete. Imagine you make $40,000 a year. That's about $3,333 a month before taxes. After taxes, let's say you take home $2,800. You're probably thinking, Nate, that's nothing. How am I supposed to save $1 million? Here's the secret. Consistent, disciplined saving and smart investing. Let's break it down. Step 1. Save 20% of your income. $2,800 a month take home times 20% is $560 saved each month. Step 2. Invest it in an index fund. Historically, the S&P 500 has returned about 10% per year on average. Source: Vanguard. Historical data. Step 3. Let compound interest do its magic. Now, here's the shocking part. If you save $560 a month, invest it at 10% per year, in 30 years, you'll have about $1.05 million. Yep, $1 million on a $40K salary. And if you start earlier, the magic is insane. Start at 25 instead of 35, that same $560 a month becomes $2.7 million by age 55. This is where it gets really interesting. Most people spend their entire 20s and 30s thinking they need to make more money to get rich. But the real multiplier isn't income, it's time plus discipline plus compound growth. Now, let's talk about psychology, because math alone won't make you rich. Here's why most people fail. 1. Instant gratification versus delayed reward. Look, spending $5 on coffee feels good now, but compounding that $5 over 30 years could add thousands. People underestimate the power of small, consistent choices. 2. Identity and beliefs about money. If you grew up thinking, I'll never be rich because I don't make enough, your brain is literally sabotaging you. You have to rewire it. Start telling yourself, I can create wealth with the resources I have. 3. Loss aversion. Humans hate losing more than we like winning. This is why so many people sell their investments during market dips. But history shows that staying invested through downturns is one of the most reliable ways to build wealth. Here's a quick mental trick. Instead of thinking, I can't afford to invest, think, I'm paying my future self $560 a month. Suddenly, investing feels like a reward, not a sacrifice. Let me tell you a story. I have a friend, let's call him Mike. Mike worked at a grocery store making $35,000 a year. He couldn't even imagine being a millionaire, but he did 2 things. 1, he automated his savings. Every paycheck, $300 went straight into an S&P 500 index fund. And 2, he ignored lifestyle inflation. Every raise he got, he saved 50% of it instead of buying a new car or phone. Fast forward 25 years, Mike retired at 55 with over $1 million in investments, all from a modest salary. No inheritance, no lottery, just discipline and the magic of compounding. Here's the takeaway. It's not about big wins, it's about small, consistent actions over time. Now, you might be thinking, but Nate, I have debt. Okay, here's what to do. Pay off high-interest debt first. The average credit card APR is around 22%. Source, NerdWallet. That's worse than any stock market investment. Once debt is under control, start investing even small amounts. But I barely make enough to live. Start with $50 a month if that's all you can manage. The point is consistency, not perfection. Remember, $50 at 10% per year grows to over $125,000 in 40 years. I'm too old to start. Nope. It might take longer, but starting at 40 instead of 25 still gives you millions if you save aggressively. Here's the formula. Adjust contributions and let compound interest do the rest. So, here's exactly what to do if you want to become a millionaire on a low income. 1. Track your money. Know where every dollar goes. Use apps or a simple spreadsheet. 2. Automate savings. Pay yourself first. Out of sight, out of mind. 3. Invest in low-cost index funds. Don't try to time the market, just invest consistently. 4. Increase income smartly. Side hustles, skill building, or small freelance gigs. Every extra $100 a month accelerates your journey. 5. Rewire your money mindset. Read books like The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley or Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. These aren't just books, they're frameworks for thinking differently. Here's the reality. Becoming a millionaire on a low income is possible, but it's not easy. It takes discipline, patience, and changing the way you think about money. But every small decision you make today, saving $50, skipping that expensive coffee, learning to invest, adds up over time. So don't wait. Start now. Set up your first automated savings, read one financial book, and commit to consistent growth. One day, you'll look back and realize you built your wealth, even on a modest income. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and like this video. Share it with someone who thinks they can't be rich because of their salary. And remember, being a millionaire isn't about luck or income, it's about thinking differently, acting consistently, and letting time do the heavy lifting. I'm Nate, and I'll see you in the next video where we dive even deeper into building wealth on a modest income.